Here's partial products with decimals. Now, what we talked about when we did traditional method, what we talked about when we do lattice, let's forget about the decimal points until the very end. So again, I'm going to start off with my 6 times 7. I'm going to go to 6 times 80, and then 6 times 400. Because all we're doing, remember, we're just doing the value of each number. So this is worth 7, this is worth 80, this is worth 400. Okay, so that's the difference there. Now, I'm going to multiply through by 50. I've got to multiply by 50 3 times. So, and these numbers stay the same. So 7, 80, and 400. Now, I just multiply it in. 42, 6 times 7 is 42. I've got a 0, so I'm going to put a 0 down. 6 times 8 is 48. I've got 2 zeros, so that's 20. So 20. So I put my 2 zeros down, and then 6 times 4 is 24. Okay. I've got a 0 in the 50, so I'm going to put a 0 down. 7 times 5 is 35. Got 2 zeros here, so I'm going to put my 2 zeros down. 8 times 5 is 40. Then 3 zeros. 5 times 4 is 20. Now I just add them all up. 2. 12 plus 5 is 17. Carry the 1. It's 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Carry the 1. It's 3, 7, 2. Oop. Hold off on the decimal point. It's 2. So I'm going to go back. Now I've got to worry about the decimal points. So I'm going to highlight all of the digits to the right of the decimal point. Okay, I highlighted all my digits to the right of the decimal point. So I highlighted 3 digits, so that means I go down here and I highlight 3 digits. After I highlight those 3 digits, my decimal point goes right after that. So right there. So my answer is 27 and 272 thousandths. Well, let's check to find out. Okay, so 4 and 87 hundredths times 5 and 6 tenths. And I get 27 and 272 thousandths. So there's your right answer, and there's partial products with decimals. Now I want you to try this problem all by yourself. So go ahead, pause the video, and try this problem using partial products. And then after you finish, you can turn the video back on and let's see how you did. So pause. Alright, now that you've unpaused it and tried it, let's see if we got the same answers. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to write my multiplication problems off here to the side. So the value of the 4 is 4. The value of the 1, we're going to call this 10. And the value of the 2 is 200. Now why am I going to call them those? Because they are, because remember we're leaving the decimal points alone until the very end. So the value of this 4 would be 400. I'm sorry, not 400, 40. So 40 times, 40 times, 40 times. So again, these numbers stay the same. So 4, 10, and 10, and 200. So then I just go through and multiply. 32, 80, 2 zeros, and 2 times 8 is 16. 4 times, or put a 0 down, 4 times 4 is 16. 2 zeros. 4 times 10 is 4, 4 times 4 is 4. 3 zeros. And 2 times 4 is 8. Then just go back and add them up. 2, 11, and 6 is 17. Carry the 1, that's 8, 12. Carry the 1, and that's 10. So again, we'll get my highlighter. I'm going to highlight all the place values to the right of the decimal point. So 1, 2. Go down here, highlight 1, highlight 2, and then I put my decimal point where it belongs. So my answer is 102 and 72 hundredths. So let's double check just with estimation. 4 times 20. So I've got 4 times 21 times 4, or 22 times 5. Make my 5 look a little bit better. So this is 84, and this is 110. So my answer should be somewhere in between 84 and 110. Now how did I get the 21 and the 22 and the 4 and the 5? Well, 21 and 4/10 is in between 21 and 22, and 4 and 8/10 is in between 4 and 5. So that's how I came up with those numbers. So let's get out my calculator to check, just to make sure. So we've got 21 and 4/10 times 4 and 8/10. I get 102 and 72 hundredths. And there you go. There's partial products with decimals.